Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to my craft room. This is Beth with Crate with Beth, and today we're going to be making a different project than what I normally do. Mostly I do cards, but today we're going to be making a folio album. It's a 4x4 folio album, and it's so easy to make and fun, and I just wanted to share it with you. So this is one that I've already made, and it opens like this. It has a magnetic closure, and it opens like this and like this, and then on the sides like this. So there's space for 12 photos in this folio, which is really cool. And then it folds back up just like that. So this is one that I made using, what did I use? Got this out earlier. I used the 6x6 paper pad Silly Goose from Cartabella for that one. And then I made another one, and this one I used the Echo Park Born to Travel. So this does use a lot of paper. As you can see, this like totally scrap busted this whole pad, nearly this whole pad of 6x6 paper. You will end up with a lot of scraps afterwards, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, you've got all this to use on other projects, which is kind of cool. So let me get in and show you how I made these. So you're going to start with 3 pieces of cardstock. This is basic black from Stampin' Up. I believe it's 100 pound. 110 pound would probably work better, but I didn't have that. You can, of course, use whatever color you want. I am using black. So we're going to start with this. And I'm going to get my trimmer out. And we're going to start with a piece that measures 8.5 by 7 3/4. So we'll go ahead and cut this down. And I'm just going to show you the basic construction of the album. I'm not going to decorate it, or we would be here for a long time. So I don't think you want to have to sit here through all of that. So here is our first piece. And then while we have the trimmer out, we'll go ahead and cut our other pieces. You're going to need 3 pieces that measure, look at my notes, that measure, I'm losing, where is it? 8 inches by 4 inches. Sorry, I got my notes over to the side here. So we're going to take a 1/2 inch off of this side, and then we'll cut this down to 4. There's 1. Whoops, make sure I have that even. There is our second one, and we need to do 1 more. I'm out here in the evening in my craft room. I don't usually do videos in the evening. I usually record in the morning, but I had some extra time tonight, so I thought, why not come out and do a video? Okay, so we have those. We can put the trimmer away. And now I'm going to bring my scoreboard in, and we're going to do some scoring. So you're going to start with the 8.5 inch side, and we're going to score this at 2, at 2.5, at 6.5, whoops. Oh, I am jumping all over the place, and 7. Then you're going to rotate your paper and you're going to score it at 1.5, at 1 3/4, at 5 3/4, and at 6. All right, we'll bring in the other pieces, 3 pieces, and these you're going to score all of these at 4 inches. Okay, we can put this away. All right, we're going to bring in this black piece, or, well, they're all black. We're going to bring in this big piece, the main piece, and we're going to do some trimming now. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut off all 4 of these squares on the ends here, all the way up to the second score line. So I'm going to take all of this off. Whoops, so I did not do a very good job of trimming that. And we'll do that on all 4 sides. It's kind of hard to see on this black cardstock. And you do kind of want to get this fairly accurate because it will show up in your final product if your cutting is off. But there are ways around it. We can trim. Okay, so you're going to end up with something that looks like this. And let's go ahead and fold and burnish on all 4 sides first. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Trying to remember the instructions because I just sat down and made that second one earlier today, so I would remember how to do it for the video. Okay, now you're going to notice that one end is bigger, is wider, and this is the top of our album here. So we're going to go ahead and round the corners, and I'm using my Crocodile corner chomper, and I'm going to use the 1/2 inch size to round those corners, just like so. Okay, and then we'll flip it around this way, and then we're going to bring in those other pieces. These are our flaps. Okay, so we're going to bring this first one in, and let me just double check on this before I do this because I don't want to do it wrong. So our first one is going to get adhered. Let's see. Okay. We just want to make sure we get this right. It's going to get adhered right here like this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our glue on this bit here. And liquid glue is the best thing to use because you're going to have wiggle room And what I've done here is I've gone up to the score line, but not over it, because we want to be able to fold our bit in, okay? And if you see that if you're over a little bit, that's okay. Just take your scissors and we'll trim that. Okay. So that's one side, and now we'll do the other one. Same exact way, we'll put glue on this side. Whoops, I think I did that wrong, didn't I? Yep, I did. It's really easy to get these whoops, sticking to my paper. It's really easy to get these turned around when you're doing this. So don't feel bad if you do that like I just did. And this one also is needing a trim. Okay, so we have our two sides that fold in like this, and now we're going to do our bottom. Alright, before I do this, let's get it right. So we want to put it on this side. Wait, is that right? I think I messed it up, guys. No, maybe I got it right. Okay, and right up to the fold. And this one also needs a trim. Okay, so this is what you're going to end up with. You've got the sides that fold in like this, and then the bottom that comes up like this. See how easy that is? All right. Next, we're going to attach some magnets, and these are from Basic Gray. These come in two different sizes. I have does it tell me, it just says large magnets, and these are the small magnets, so you can do either one, but I chose to do the large one because they're thinner. So all you're going to do is take out a negative one, and it's marked, and then a positive one, and they have adhesive on the back. And we'll take one, it doesn't matter which one you start with. And I always have trouble getting the adhesive off. Or the backing off. Take that off. And let's see, we want this to be right about there. And I am going to use, let's see if I can find it. I'm going to use some tape to hold this down, because when I made my other one, the magnets didn't want to hold very well. So I'm going to use some tape on that to reinforce it. Okay, and then you're just going to take off the backing of the other one. I'm just going to plop that on there. Fold down your, whoops, and I got it. Did I get it crooked? I hope not. Nope, we're good. Well, yep, it's a little bit crooked actually. All right, not a problem. We can peel it back up, and we're going to add a little bit of glue to that. You want to try to get this straight before you close it. There we go. Okay, and again, we'll put some tape down over it to secure it. There we go. And that is the basis of our album. Super simple. And then you're just going to decorate it. And I'm not going to make you sit through me decorating it. But I will give you the sizes that you need. So you're going to need a piece for the front flap here and a piece for the inside flap. And those pieces are going to measure 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. And you're going to, I'll show you on this one, you're going to round the corners of those two pieces, just like you did the top flap, and then adhere those down. Then you're going to need 12 pieces of your pattern paper, whatever pattern paper you're going to use. And I just chose lots of different designs that I thought, well, they all kind of go together because of it being an coordinated album. So yeah, you just choose your 12 pieces and then you glue them on, and that's pretty much it. So for this album, I'm not gonna go through and show you, but I thought I would use the Yankee Doodle Echo Park collection kit. I thought it'd be fun to have a 4th of July album. So I'll be pulling papers from this, and then I'll use one of the cut aparts, that probably one of the sticker sheets or sticker pieces, to make the little front embellishment here. And that's basically all there is to it, guys. I hope that made sense to you. I'll bring these back in so you can see them. It really is simple to make. It's fun to make. These would make excellent gifts. They would make excellent craft fair projects to do, to sell in your craft fair. I think they would sell for a really great price point. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope I didn't totally confuse you. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the 12 pattern papers that you're going to use, those are going to measure 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And really, most of the time is going to be taken up cutting the papers. That's really, the rest of it goes together fairly quickly. And so yeah. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.